Any day you listen to this video is good for every day. When it's election time, a lot of people don't want to buy real estate because they are feeling like the next president, the next governor, or whatever it is can determine what will happen, not real estate. And because everybody is feeling like that, a lot of companies or a lot of people tend to have their properties reduced in price. Best time to buy. When they want to do election in Nigeria, Lagos State, that's when I buy property, because some politicians are also trying to sell. So that's the best time to buy. Because after election, so many things begin to happen. Hello, Grace-of-Ure. I want to welcome you again to my YouTube channel. If today is your first time, please kindly go to the comment section and say, it's my first time. You could actually just get a beautiful gift from me. So why don't you go to the comment section and let me know if today is your first time. And if today is not your first time, let me know how many people you have shared my video with. And if you have not even subscribed, please kindly subscribe. I want you to help me fulfill my dream this year to be able to reach out to more people. And I have a figure in mind, 100,000 people. You will say, let me find out how many people are following her. 100,000. Yes, anything is possible with an expert. And that's why I am your expert when it comes to real estate investment. And today's topic is very interesting. I wrote down here 4 ways to determine the value of a property. Do you know there are so many ways that can lead to you not making appropriate profit when it comes to real estate. Real estate investment is something you should be thinking about. It's something you should be doing. And also in the comment section, let me know if you have ever invested before. Let me know what profit is generating, your capital appreciation. If you do not know what capital appreciation means in real estate, please kindly just continue to listen to all my videos or go back to my former videos. I think I've dealt with that. How many years did you make 100%, 200%? And why are people making 500% in 1 year? Yes. So we make sometimes as much as 300% every year. And why do we make that much? And why do people don't make that much? And why do people don't make at all? But I want to let you know that once it's real estate and it's real estate and it's real estate is truly real estate and it's not fake estate, you will definitely make money. Your money making will not be determined on things like this. So knowing the value of the property is so important. And I think it's one information you need to get interested in. So don't put your money in something at all that you do not have at least a bit of knowledge. And that is why I always recommend that before you go into anything, even buy anything from us, because we have real estate opportunities, kindly just click the link and attend any of our real estate course that is complementary to your values or ideas when it comes to investing. I'll rather open your eyes to the truth before I collect your money. So I always recommend take a course on investment before you jump into an investment. But you are a homeowner or a real estate investor, you should be curious about understanding the value. And it's important that you know, I wrote it here, how you can determine what the value of the property is before you buy. So let's get started with step 1. The first step is to determine the value of the properties, to compare property that are sold in that neighborhood. So properties, especially in Lagos, Nigeria, can sometimes be overhyped. And a lot of people don't know why they are not making money. There are so many factors that can lead to you not making money. You need to find out, why is this property selling at this price? And why is this property selling at this price? Can you find a property in that location that is cheaper than the property that was introduced to you? You should also find out why. Because sometimes people say it's because of the infrastructure. So always try to minus the infrastructure away and say, what is the land element? If it's a land. If it's a house, people will say it's the finishing. Let us remove the finishing. It's a fantastic finishing. What is the carcass? Carcass means the one that is not completed. So that will help. So when you say this property is selling for 10 million, Grace of Ure say my own is selling for 4 million. Then somebody now says he's selling for 10 million because they have this infrastructure. Divide it now. Let's even first of all talk about the land element. Because the truth is, the land element is as important as the infrastructure element. So the infrastructure element should be out of the land so you know if you are getting value. So find out around, ask questions. If it's because of the documentation, also have questions. Properties that have documents are definitely more expensive than properties that don't have documents. So when I'm talking about documents, I'm not talking about survey. Survey is not a document, really like a complete document. So let me take my case study from Lagos. Properties that have C of O, governor's consent, maybe gazette, and be sure that the gazette is truly a gazette. It might be more expensive. The documentation of a property actually gives the property more value. It makes you able to sell quicker. You have more people that want to buy properties that have documents, and so that can also be the reason. But you need to know the reason why those properties are expensive, and you need to find out both from the online agents and the local agents, and do everything you need to do to get at least 4 or 5 properties in that environment, and then you can compare the prices looking at these things I talked about. Documentation, I talked about infrastructure. Just you can also ask an expert if you don't want to. Sometimes an expert is very important when it comes to things like this. The second step is evaluate the property and the conditions of the property. That means you must look at the age of the property. For land, you must look at how long is the land value, charges. So in a place like Nigeria, properties are given to you at 99 years and you can renew. The difference is that when you are renewing, it's not something serious. So you can actually own it, but after 99 years, you can renew. And so Nigerian properties are properties that you can will to generation unborn and generation unborn. And that's why I always say that even if you now live outside of Nigeria, you still have the Nigerian blood. And if there's one place that you should have most of your investment, it should be in a place where no matter what happens, there is no discrimination. When you go and visit a family, no matter how much they now say you have become their children or you are now their child, the truth is they also still know that you are from another place. And because of so much that we have as Africa, the world is afraid of us. So come back and do so much in your home. So you check the materials that were used, you check if you need renovation, you check the overall worth of the property, how much you are putting into the property, plus how much you bought the property, and those are the basic of how you would evaluate, and you can get a valuer. If it's a property that you're buying that is really expensive, properties that some of our clients buy as much as $2 million, $3 million, places like Banana, you can pay a valuer. If you have $1 million, you can pay a valuer. So let a valuer give you a good reason. And most times I would advise always buy properties that are below market value because you make more money. The third step is consider the location of the property. When it comes to location is very tricky because a lot of people will say, how come some properties now in Bejuleki, they are more expensive than properties in Songotedo? When you are coming from the airport, Ikeja is closer, Sulere is closer, Victoria Island is closer. So even, let me just say Tedo, Songo Tedo is closer. But Lakwa is farther. How come these properties sometimes is farther but is more expensive? So your location is determined by what's happening in that environment. So instead of looking at distance, look at what is the need that this property is meeting. I always say that for you to be successful, you look for a need and meet the need. For you to be a successful investor in real estate, look for a need. So if you are close to a lot of things that are happening on the new Lagos, nobody wants to live in Ikeja and work in Dangote refinery. Nobody wants to live in Ikeja and work in a deep seaport. Nobody wants to live in Ikeja and work in these new developing areas. They want to live close. So that can bring hike to the price on that location, because maybe there is not something happening in Sokoto. It's just close to the airport. So as an investor, are you thinking of what is close to the airport, or you are thinking of what is close to your pockets? How much you can make with your money? So I just, nowhere is far, nowhere is close. Depends on what you want to get from this investment. So you must look at the development, what can affect the property value, the current, the proximity to things like schools, transportation, mall. You know, what will make the property to continue to appreciate. I told people, I did a video, I don't know if you have watched it, on is Ibejuleki? Why is everybody wanting Ibejuleki? Everybody should even want the Ekpe Express, because a lot of people that want to do business outside of Lagos, close to Ogun State, they will not want to live in Lekki Phase 1, because from somewhere around after Eleko, before you get to Ekpe, which is booming now, and we have a lot of properties there. If I live there and I'm going to Edo State, everything I do is around the Edo State area, Ogun State, I prefer to live there, because the road there now is highway, just like the highway you have abroad. Beautiful, lifted up. You know, you drive there, you are excited that you are driving. So those things are important. The fourth thing that can determine the value of your property is what? The asset market trends. This means looking at factors like current state of real estate markets today, whether it's buyer or seller's market, any recent economic or political development that might affect the property value. So when is election time? If only this video can just go out today. Any day you listen to this video is good for every day. When it's election time, a lot of people don't want to buy real estate because they are feeling like the next president, the next governor, or whatever it is can determine what will happen, not real estate. And because everybody is feeling like that, a lot of companies or a lot of people tend to have their properties reduced in price. Best time to buy. When they want to do election in Nigeria, Lagos State, that's when I buy property, because some politicians are also trying to sell. So that's the best time to buy. Because after election, so many things begin to happen. We have some new employment, some new appointments, some new promotions. And if there's one thing that everybody wants to have, an asset class, cut across any level, from the middle class to the top there, is real estate. Even the man that sleeps under the bridge in Enquiries still wants to live in a house. So it's real estate. So my conclusion is, remember that one of the ways that you can be financially free is having real estate investments in your portfolio. Get that. And if you do not have, start by understanding what it is. lifeguarduniversity.com. And if you do not have a lot of money, you are planning to start, try a co-investment. And if you can't co-invest, try to learn how you can open more opportunities to make money. Money is not a mystery. Money has a voice. Money can come to you. Money is a spirit. And that is why the 7 steps you need to living and enjoying your life to the fullest is a course. And everyone that attended that course, their lives have been totally transformed. So if you are at the lowest level, by attending that course, which is discounted, you will come on track. After that course, take another course on real estate investment, and knowing a bit of real estate investment and being able to understand what are the 7 principles for your success, everything will come together, and before the end of this year, you would have had a real estate investment. Buy, buy, and buy. 3 things you must do in your life is buy investment. Second thing, buy investment. And third thing, buy investment. See ya.